Now, Alan Bass, since we're listening to, you know what this is. I'm not going to tell you. You get to start thinking. You get, I guess you've read Der Gedanke by now, right? You're desperate to figure out what's going on right now. And I'll tell you, everything is in Der Gedanke. And if you want the next step, I would recommend David Lewis, Hector Neri Castaneda, John Perry. I've given you so many hints, man. You got such a head start. I gave you way more hints right now than I gave Von Unworth, and he fucking quit. He says, Dimitri, it sounds like you're just telling me that this is the way it has to be. And I said, look, I learned all y'all shit. It took me 20 years. I've been on the couch for 15, bitch. So now you know what? You get to read Der Gedanke. And we get to do psychoanalysis from now on strictly through the rules that are set out in Der Gedanke. I won't do that, Dimitri. Oh, go fuck yourself. Matthew Von Unworth. Go fuck yourself. Dimitri! Click. The end. Quote, erat demonstrandum. 20 years in the making. Psychoanalysis, I will enunciate it correctly because this is an important point historically. Psychoanalysis in form, heretofore as practiced, is bunk. The subject matter is correct. It goes as follows. Mom, dad, penis, vagina. The end. Psychoanalysis is gone the way it's been envisaged. We can keep penis, vagina, mother, father. From Freud, delete Freud too. Probably delete Brewer. The only person worthy of doing psychoanalysis from now on is Gottlob Frege and his successors. So unless you become Fregean psychoanalyst right quick, you're already gone by the boards, Professor Quine. Burial. So this is my personal life. My cousin Nicoletta, my cousin Nicoletta was getting married. Alan Bass. Now, this is not psychoanalysis, mind you. This is just memoir. The reason it's not psychoanalysis is because all of this material has been worked through endlessly to no avail. Why is that? Because it is not a substance to be excavated. It is an axiom to be assumed. I'm trying to omit strictly for the relevant parts, because I know you love for things not to be omitted, so I'm going to omit everything but what's strictly relevant. See, I hesitate because on the one hand, this is a story about a German woman who, of course, I will not identify. We're talking about a German woman who is born and raised in Germany, in a part of Germany. So, her stories are quite fascinating, lots of regionalisms. And I had met this individual when I was touring. I was playing electronic music. I had just released an album in 2005. So during the springtime, I was actually enrolled in, I think it was Philosophy of Language 402 with Higginbotham at University of Southern California, and I had to take a week and fly to Germany and play these gigs at like art galleries and museums and stuff and clubs. Anyway, when I played in one of the cities that I was going to play in, I met a very interesting young lady, and she was about my age. Maybe she was 4 years younger. And how old was I? I don't know, 30? 32? Something. Oh, well, 2005, we know exactly how old it is. I was 30. I was 30 in 2005. Anyway, so we did things like hang out. After I went to my cousin's wedding, that was in Athens, I flew to Germany, and we spent like a few days together, and it was New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, for 2010, is that right? Wow, what a oh, jeez. I was going through it then. Jesus. Yeah, that was exactly, end of December, so that was, I was still basically my brain was being fried from this, I don't even know what it was. If you call it a breakup, it doesn't really begin to describe it. And that was like October. I think it was around Halloween of 2009. And now we're talking about New Year's Eve 2009. So December 31st, 09 / January 1st, 2010. So we went out to this party and we got super faded and it was interesting because we were my friend was having a New Year's party and all her friends were utterly fascinating. And one of her friends in particular was doing all this work on Carl Jung and Wolfgang Pauli. So Alan Bass, you know that stuff. I think maybe I had just been enrolled in your class too. That was fall of '09. I don't know, you can check your records now that you're retired. You got some time on your hands, you can check exactly. Like, I don't know, go back and read the shit that I wrote you, man. And I'm all, it stands outside time, and you're like, how can you say this? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know, why didn't you ask me? You never asked me anything. You were utterly uninterested in anything going on with me. I mean, it was just like you were coming to teach like an adult correspondence class or something, not turn out working philosophers. That's what I was there for. That's what I was there for. I was learning to become a working philosopher. I don't know what you were doing. Stroking yourself in front of all the ladies that like the size of your dick. Apparently your dick is quite large. I don't know. The way you spread your legs like that, really wide, under the desk there, so all the ladies can see your bulging crotch. Yeah, that has everything to do with psychoanalysis, doesn't it? The irony is kind of gross, don't you think? Yeah, anyway, so this lady, all of a sudden it just turns. Who knows why? I mean, there was definitely some bedroom confusion. There was bedroom confusion. Now, if you go talk to the lady in question and you ask her, did Dimitri make a mistake? Did he cross a line? My guess is she would say something like this. Well, it's probably better if you just ask her first, but she might just furrow her brow and go, I don't know, is Dimitri straight? I think more, maybe she, I mean, they really empathize. After a while, she just started seeming really confused. Because I thought we were just friends who were fucking. And how old was I? 30. So at that time, I was still laboring under the impression that was the ideal. Like, that was the ideal state, is to establish solid friendship and also you're fucking. And it's really hard for me to, and so of course now I'm straight back to that theory now, and I'm 50. So between 30 and 50, you've got 20 years of really working the theory hard. Like, is it possible to establish platonic friendship that includes sex? And of course, the answer is yes, it's perfectly possible, but it's kind of esoteric knowledge. It's certainly not available through the standard sort of Oedipal discipline punish model. So somebody like me is literally up shit creek, and it is exactly correlated to be the fault of people like you who are ostensibly teaching the structure of the mind, and yet you are full of shit, verifiably, and I can explain every last aspect of how full of shit you are. So anyway, I even tried to stay I remember this lady's birthday and everything, and she is since involved in a stable family unit They have children. It's not her child, I guess. She won't tell me. I mean, she doesn't, it's not my business. And the last emails, because I used to send her happy birthday emails, the last one that I got from her was quite a number of years ago, maybe 10 years ago. She said something like, yeah, Dimitri, that was a long time ago. And I took the hint. I thought, well, so much for friendship. And why on earth she wants to just destroy a perfectly viable friendship? Because what? I confused her Oedipal circuitry or what? Again, Alan Bass, you are the one who is supposed to explain all these things to me, and yet nobody in your position has ever done so. One killed himself, and the most recent one quit. So, you guys suck, donkey dicks, hard, and y'all have to retire. And I'm really investing hard in making sure that we shut down all of your quack psychoanalysis, because you're responsible for all this woke bullshit that our country got into. It's people like you. You're responsible for death in this country, sir. Sir. That's from South Atlanta.